Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the worst emails I sent to my clients. As you know, we started our business back in 2011. And I remember in 2013, we were still giving out leaflets in the streets of St. Petersburg. We're doing a lot of offline events. And I was like, what are the new ways to advertise our business? And I realized we have a lot of was like 100 emails of our customers. And I thought maybe I should update them. And I had this idea of congratulating them. I think it was New Year's Eve. And I started researching what are people doing in the US to work with their customers. And this is how I learned about email marketing, drip campaigns. Because before that, I thought email marketing is when you send an email to every single client using your own hands. So I wasn't really a tech person before 2013. And this is when we decided to bring the whole business online. So from 2013, in LinguaTrip, we sent a lot of emails to our customers. We have different campaigns going on. We do flash sales, and every week people would receive different emails from us. And we're always looking for new topics. We're always getting inspired by other companies, and we'll always do those A/B tests. So today, I'm going to show you what performed well and what didn't really perform well, and I wish we never sent those emails. And yes, I wish we didn't send them, but of course, I'm also really grateful for this experience because otherwise there won't be anything to share with you today. And one thing to remember, emails are not just to sell your product. With email, you go from a subscriber, from a person who just saw your company for the first time, to a follower, to somebody who's a fan. And a fan is somebody who would come to your meetup or buy your product. So with your emails, with your email campaigns, your goal is to transform a stranger who just knows that you exist to a friend who reads your emails, who loves the information that you provide, and who buys your products. And emails are not about just selling, selling, and selling. My ideal email is when we give something first and then we ask for something. And this is my rule for life. Give first and then ask for something. So, for example, I'm doing this consulting, and I have my Wix website, and I consult people on how to study abroad. So an ideal email wouldn't be just, oh, here's your 20% off, talk to me tomorrow. The ideal email would be, these universities have financial aid for 2020. And in the email, I give them top 5 universities that provide financial aid to students in 2020. And then there would be just one call to action in that email. Reserve a slot, book a consultation with me. So let's look at something that didn't work. First example is when we were selling too much in one email. So the title says, boost your vocabulary and pronunciation in 3 weeks. From this title, I can already tell that you're going to be upselling me with your course. So the click rate on this email is less than 10%. It's 9.8. The average open rate for us is 20 to 25%. If it's less, well, this is the lowest we've seen in 2020. So here we're breaking our own rule. We are trying to sell something without even giving value. And I think if we title this email, top 5 words you're mispronouncing, then we would have had a much higher click rate. But the rest in this email is perfect. We talk about a course, we give a discount, we have one call to action, book with a discount. The next email, and here comes rule number 3. Rule number 3, only talk about a topic where you're an expert. Don't try to hype and use topics that are booming all over the world if you're not an expert in it. So, what we thought, because Zoom was trending in March and February, we thought that if we mention something with a celebrity name and something that's booming, people are gonna click on it. In reality, Zoom and Kim Kardashian have nothing to do with us. So the title was Party in Zoom with Kim Kardashian and Matthew McConaughey. The open rate was 11.9%. Again, one of the low, well, this is the second lowest that we had, a little higher than 9%, but still 11%. Again, it has nothing to do with study abroad. It has nothing to do with English. It has nothing to do with the topic that we actually discuss on our channels, in our company, and this is why the click rate is so low. Another email. Here we go. It says, is procrastination bad for you? But here we thought, let's experiment with the topics. Let's see how people react. And our students reacted. The open rate was 11%. If we talked about pronunciation, if we talked about 5 reasons you don't learn English in 2020, 5 reasons you wouldn't succeed in English in 2020, something like that, something that's relevant. I am 100% sure we would have a higher click rate. And one last thing to remember here is that, yes, sometimes you see the open rate that's lower, but I want you to also look at something else. I want you to look at a revenue, because what we'll also notice, if we give people a title that says, here are your $20 off the next course, the click rate is slightly lower than the title that doesn't have any discounts or whatever, that gives more value, but the revenue is much higher because we have very targeted students who are already looking for this course and they're like, oh my God, here's the discount. Yes, maybe less students click, but more students buy. So it's always, figuring out whether you want to sell with this email or whether you're actually, making friends with your subscribers. So in my opinion, if you are hands-on to your marketing, I would do 2 emails a week or 1 email a week that doesn't sell, and then maybe 1 email a week that sells. But again, even if you're selling, give value first and only then ask for something. Now here's a quick trick for you guys. We've done a lot of research, we've done a lot of experiments, and if you are a person behind your business, if people are buying from you and not from, even if people are buying from your company, so what's happening these days is people love to buy from people. And whenever I get an email from the CEO of the company, and I know it's automated, I know this is not a personal email, I know probably there were copywriters who wrote that email, I open it and I read it, because I just want to connect with that person who created the company. Don't overdo. I know there are some infopreneurs that would flood your inbox with emails from themselves and who would kind of make you feel that it's them writing an email, but the emails would be this long, and I know 100% that it's not them writing this email. Make it personal. Do it yourself. So let's look at an example. So let's create an email campaign with Wix, with my website where I sell my study abroad consultations. So again, you can do either plain text or very, very minimalistic design, because the simpler it is, the easier it is to read, and the more trust people have. I know this sounds maybe counterintuitive because sometimes you want to create this amazing, beautiful email, but it should be amazing, beautiful, but it should be very simple, because this way people would believe that it's actually you sending email. So here we go. I love the template that they give me here. And so the way I would do this, I would tell top 5 universities that provide financial aid in 2020. I think when you give people value, they click better. So something that we do, I have a designer at LanguageTrip who does all the images for us, but I don't expect you to have this. So I would just insert your own picture, your own photo, and the less professional it is, again, the better. Yes, it should be bright, you should be wearing, well, if you're a girl, maybe wearing makeup, up to you, but just look neat. Don't take a picture once you wake up. And here, you just do a plain text. Hey, I know 2020 is hard. I know some of your plans might have been ruined, but I am here to help. Here are 5 universities that provide financial aid to their students in 2020. And then I would go 1, 2, 3 without any links. So 5 universities, I list them here. Want to know how to get admitted there? Book a consultation with me. And then the button is your only call to action, button text, book now. That's it. So from there, I would basically add my subscribers to the mailing list, and it depends where you are, but I would send your email during a workday from maybe, I would say 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. because everything is happening in the morning, like you're getting so many emails. And then after lunch, you're kind of relaxed, you're already thinking of going home, and then you see your inbox, or you're not thinking of going home because you're working from home. But anyways, you see something come to your inbox and you have more time to read it. So yes, there is an advanced scheduling feature in Wix, so you can totally use it, and I would highly advise you to use it as well. Guys, please don't underestimate the value of emails and how they can help with first building your relationship with clients, and second with your revenue, because emails are a great marketing tool. You're already talking to people who know you, and by making friends with them, by making great offers, you're gonna succeed in growing your business. You can keep your brand on point and market your business from one place with the Send by Wix, a suite of marketing and customer management tools built directly into your site. Email marketing, which we covered today, is one of their 16+ tools to grow your business. You can use their tools in order to create the business itself, create the website, grow your traffic, and to convert that traffic from being a traffic to being a paying customer. This video was brought to you by Wix. Thank you guys so much for watching it up to the very end. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please hit the red button below. And if this information is valuable for you, if you love watching those business insider secrets, if you love when I share something that's in the back end of my businesses, please like this video and let me down in comments below what else would you like me to show you. I know there were some people on Instagram who mentioned that they wanted to see how we organize everything within our business, like how the organization works in terms of who manages who. I know for some people that might be too early, because we used to have 80 people on the team, now we're only 50 thanks to Corona. But happy to share that. Or let me know. Whatever you want to learn, I'm here for you. I'm here to share my advice. I'm here to help you grow your online business. Thank you guys so much again for watching this video, and I will see you very soon on my channel in my next videos. Bye.